Hey guys, back another video. In this one, I want to talk about something that's really I knew was going to appear. And that is, well, as we all know, sadly after the creating of Descendants 3, Cameron Boyce sadly passed away this year. And it was all sad. It was truly sad. We lost a person that a lot of us grew up with, considered it a brother. And from shows like Jesse, mainly what he was most known for, and with the movies Descendants. Descendants 3 was truly the last incarnation, with one little Halloween special of stop motion with the toys. But the thing I want to talk about, and I knew this was going to happen, the idea of Descendants 4. First off, how can you make a Descendants 4? They have put in the third movie, they basically brought everyone together. The Island of the Lost and Oridon are now connected. The only reason I would think to see would make a Descendants 4 is there's a little family romance movie, I guess, but just where it is between the relationships, not a main problem. But I'm not a movie maker, so I'm not a director. I am not in the movie business. Well, so fun fact: did you know the choreographer was also for Descendants was also the same guy who choreographed Footloose? Lands a lot of the good dancing. Descendants 4. An idea that I'm positive not a lot of people would argue, but does it need to happen and should it happen? In my opinion, no, it shouldn't happen. Why? Well, simple. One of your main characters is dead. And two, what would the plot be? There's no... I'm positive they would come up with something like Maleficent becoming Maleficent again. But remember, for that to happen, she would have to find more love. And being Maleficent, that ain't really gonna happen anytime soon. And I always see these little teaser trailers, these fan-made trailers for Descendants 4, and some of them are pretty good edited. Some of them are fan-made content. But I knew it was going to happen the minute Descendants 3 credits happened. I knew, because I saw the movie a while after it was released, and I knew fans were going to be ecstatic to make the idea of a Descendants 4. And I'm positive and I remember seeing a video where Dove Cameron talked about the idea of a Descendants 4, but I didn't watch it because I just didn't watch it because I didn't want to watch it. Simple as that. But to me, just one fan who loves the Descendants movie franchise. I haven't read the books. I'm positive the books are better than the movies, duh. I love the Descendants properties. And I say it should rest with them having their happily ever after. We finally get Doug and Evie kiss. I'm positive we got a Jane and Carlos kiss, which was said. And of course, Val, of course, got married. The only couple I think didn't happen was, people are throwing these around a lot. Jay and Lonnie after Descendants 2, which I could definitely see. Jay and Audrey, which I could never understand. Also, just saying, I could not get into a villain Audrey as much as just as normal, mainly because Audrey is just like her mother, bland and no character. This actress is a great performer. She's putting 100% into a bland character. And her song, Queen of Mean, it is a great song, but the line that it just gets me the wrong way is when you're no one's love when you're lonely and friendless, I believe is the line. Bitch, you did that to yourself. You can fix every problem you have, Audrey. Not everything is Mal's fault. All Mal did was awake feelings that Ben had. Was it you were a controlling girlfriend? I can't get into a twist where no character was put into it, like developing that Avatar movie. If you watch it, you can't get into it. You're more likely to just get pissed at it because there's no character. There's nothing defined about the characters where you can get into it and feel sorry for them. That's what I feel about Audrey. You can't. I mean, for God's sake, she was missing the whole Descendants too. I'm just saying, her grandma is a bitch and a half. I always hate people who can't let go of the past. Audrey's family is definitely that. They can't let go of the past when, I don't know, Mal saved your fucking ass in the first movie? Remember that when her mom went full dragon on your asses and Mal was the one that saved your petite little bitch ass? I'm getting so mad at a Disney movie, notice that. I can't help it, I get so into these. I'm a guy who gets into the movies he watches. But I'm not gonna apologize, so back to the main thing. Descendants 4. I love the fact that I get sidetracked and just forget what the main point of this video was. That's all my videos actually. Again, back to the point. Descendants 4, in my opinion, I wouldn't be against it happening, but again, there would be a hard plot to things since they kind of went full circle of Descendants 3. You're missing one of the main 4 characters. And it just Descendants 4 basically be what like Toy Story 4 was, a cash-in. Where I did like Toy Story 4, don't get me wrong, it was more just a cash-in because of the Toy Story franchise, which if you look at it not as a sequel but as an epilogue, it definitely works more. And I remember seeing the Nostalgia Critic or just Doug review this for Disney December, it really was titled wrong. This should have been Woody the Cowboy, the movie, not Toy Story 4. That being said, I did love this movie. But Descendants 4, it would just be a cash-in for no other reason. We'd watch it, no doubt, but it would have no point to exist in my opinion, since you've done they did everything. What would be next? Is the Descendants? That was horrible. That wasn't even a pun. That wasn't even a joke. I was just saying the same word twice. Anyway, I'm gonna cut this video off. I'll see you guys in the next one. Later.